Just as you maintain your vehicle's engine by changing oil and filters, cleaning the intake manifold, and recharging the AC, it's essential to maintain the engine's compression chamber and exhaust system. Maintaining cylinders and exhaust system facilitates working fluid exchange, improves fuel-air mixture, and exhaust gas flow. Smoother mixture flow is recognized by better throttle response, quieter engine operation, and reduced exhaust emissions. People forget that the intake and exhaust valves are only open for a few milliseconds, so every little thing that interferes with their operation is drastically felt. To avert issues from engine malfunction, all you need is a 230-volt outlet and H2E machine. H2E is a technology developed for the demanding Scandinavian market, where the first machines produced have been producing excellent results for 6 years. Dozens of clients use the H2E machines every day. H2E treatment provides better performance, reduces fuel consumption and successfully eliminates various irregularities in engine operation. Let's get to the point. With an H2E machine, you are a professional from day one because the machines are fully automated and smart. All you have to do is enter the vehicle data, and the machine will choose the best possible treatment. This is a C54 model decarbonization machine designed to decarbonize vehicle engines up to 6,000 cubic meters, and this is a C100 model designed to decarbonize vehicle engines up to 16,000 cubic meters. H2E Pro models of machines allow you to independently determine and memorize the parameters of the treatment. In this way, you gain your own experience, your own know-how and the ability to solve certain problems on vehicles for which you would have had to open the engine before. Over time, you will become proficient, you will gain enough experience, and you will have a high degree of success in solving certain failures. Electrolysis of water produces hydrogen and oxygen, a gas known by many names. Some of them are HHO, water gas, hydroxy, and the one that best describes it, which is a burst gas because it explodes very loudly. You just saw the H2E gas explode. Not every hydrogen and oxygen gas explodes the same. Not everyone has the same flame color, the same combustion temperature, and therefore does not have the same effect on the internal combustion engine. In practice, all this means that the state of the art before H2E was such that if an electrolyzer has a current regulation at all, i.e. a regulation of gas production, it adversely affects the quality of the gas, because in order to maintain the desired intensity of gas production, the form of current with which the electrolyzer is powered is changed. That and the quality of the gas. The patented process has solved all the problems of using hydrogen and oxygen as additives for internal combustion engines, and the patented design of the modular device for the production of hydrogen and oxygen gas of reproducible quality has enabled an innovative, robust and practical design of the industrial machine. The reports of the Faculty of Technical Sciences on the application of technology and the impact on the operability of internal combustion engines prove that only H2E technology can achieve maximum decarbonization efficiency within safe parameters. All components and subsets were purposefully developed because ready-made solutions did not exist on the market. This has enabled us to achieve high reliability, multiple functions, absolute quality control and maximum utilization of space inside the machine housing. Although internal combustion engines have been around for more than 100 years, no perfect engine and perfect combustion method have been made to this day. During this imperfect combustion, the famous garage is formed, that is, orders on the walls of cylinders, on valves, on pistons and on everything that participates in the process of fuel combustion. What does the decarbonization process look like? The engine operates in a certain mode. The H2E gas mixes with the air in the intake manifold, enters the cylinders, and thus a mixture of fuel, air and H2E gas is formed. The concentration of gas in the mixture is not high enough for it to spontaneously ignite. When the engine is running, when the regular mixture of fuel and air is ignited, the gas is ignited, and then primarily the chemical reaction between the water gas and the soot deposit that I mentioned earlier, which is located on the walls of the cylinders, on the pistons, on the valves and on other components of the combustion chamber, occurs. This process occurs about 20,000 times per treatment. It doesn't happen just once, it happens 20,000 times because we have so many burnouts in an average treatment. In order for a chemical reaction to occur in which the decomposition of the garage occurs, the soot that is located on the walls of the cylinders, on the pistons, on the links, on the valves, an adequate temperature is necessary, which means that only the components that are exposed to that high temperature will be subjected to the decarbonization process, and these components are This also means that there will be no cleaning of the intake manifold, as many misconceptions say. Decarbonization does not clean the intake manifold. This is a big misconception. Decarbonization only acts preventively on the cleanliness of the suction manifold. How does this happen? During the decarbonization treatment, the combustion of fuel in the cylinders is accelerated and thus the emission of exhaust gases is reduced. Exhaust gases through the EGR valve, which most vehicles have today, come to the intake manifold through which they go to recombustion. Make no mistake, decarbonizing the EGR valve won't work by making it look like it's freshly bought, as if it's been cleaned by hand, but for EGR valves that are stuck, especially those that are stuck out in the open, decarbonization will use this chemical process to remove that little soot that is caused the EGR valve itself to get stuck. Also, in addition to the fact that decarbonization can unclog a stuck EGR valve, it also has a preventive effect on the potential further jamming of the EGR valve because, as I said with the intake manifold, decarbonization promotes fuel combustion and thus reduces the emission of exhaust gases that can be caused by a stuck EGR valve. They form soot precipitation. Most people don't notice that their car is losing performance. This is because it is a slow, time-consuming process. H2 decarbonization serves precisely to return the engine to its factory state, and therefore expensive repairs such as EGR, turbine, nozzles, catalytic converters, DPF and similar components will be significantly delayed. Also, the cars will reduce consumption, increase the efficiency of the engine, increase power, torque and throttle response. It won't be as if the car is new, fresh out of the factory, but it will feel like the car has at least half as many mileage. H2E decarbonization reliably, scientifically proven, reduces exhaust emissions, significantly increasing vehicle chances of passing technical inspection. H2E decarbonization has existed for many years. During that period, we conducted various studies, and with a sample of 5,000 clients, we observed specific results in over 95%. Clients report better throttle response, fewer engine vibrations, specifically, a calmer engine operation, reduced engine noise, decreased consumption, and overall performance. The difference between H2E decarbonization and others is that H2 decarbonization is the only patented process for producing repeatable quality gas. Then, H2E decarbonization is the only scientifically proven procedure by relevant institutions in terms of safety and effectiveness for your engine. It's not enough for a service provider to own an H2E machine. The service provider must also hold an H2E certificate and license to prove authorization for H2E decarbonization services.